Well, hi everyone. My name is Michelle Yorick and welcome to Thanksgiving week. I am here today because I want to share some tips and tricks with you to help you navigate this Thanksgiving in the healthiest way possible. So my first tip for you today is to make sure you move your body on Thanksgiving Day. Your goal, obviously, on Thanksgiving Day is to maintain where you're currently at. You're not trying to lose weight that day. It's more about just kind of maintaining where you're at because you certainly don't want to gain. So we want to keep you at a caloric balance, right? Same amount of calories go in as you expend. Well, since you're going to be eating excess calories on this day, you're going to have to move your body to burn some of those excess calories. I'm not talking about a full-on CrossFit 2-hour workout. If you can get in 10, 15, 20 minutes of some sort of activity, that is going to help you kind of balance out those calories for the day. So do something fun today. Go out for a nice walk with your family. Do one of our Holy Hit workouts, okay? We have those available for you as well. Go for a hike, play ball, play volleyball, play tennis. Do something that you enjoy doing that's going to help you burn those excess calories today. So my second tip for you today is to eat breakfast. Please, please, please do not skip breakfast. I know a lot of times what we do on a celebration day like this is we say, well, I'm not going to eat breakfast so I can save up those calories for when it's time for lunch or dinner or whenever it is that you're having your Thanksgiving feast. That is not the right approach because what happens is you are starving by the time you get there and you're going to scarf down everything you can get your hands on and it's not going to be the best choices. Instead, have a nice balanced breakfast. I recommend you have an Isoline protein shake for your breakfast, and then whenever it comes time for your celebration, you're going to eat a little bit more reasonably. And we'll talk in just a bit about what to put on that plate this Thanksgiving. Okay, you've done it. You've made it to your Thanksgiving Day feast. Now what? What do you do with your plate? So here's my suggestion for you, and here's a tip that I use for myself. I grab my plate, I go to the buffet line, and the first stop is the turkey. So I grab plenty of lean white meat turkey, around 6 ounces of that. Then I go and make a stop at all the vegetables, and I add vegetables to my plate. And then, and only then, do I go back and add those yummy casseroles that I love to have. But I've left not much room on my plate, so I'm only gonna have little bits of servings of that. So I'm still gonna get a good taste of it. I'm still gonna enjoy it, but it's not gonna be the main attraction on my plate. Also, make sure you don't go back for seconds. So what you put on your plate in the first pass is what you're gonna have for your meal that day. So my next tip for you is don't skip dessert. Yes, you heard me correctly. I said do not skip dessert. We are not on a diet. We are living a healthy and balanced lifestyle. And what that means is there's going to be celebrations and there's going to be desserts. So have your dessert. My suggestion for you is have a normal size serving of the dessert. Don't have half the pie, have just one slice of the pie. And if there's a cake there and a pie there and you want some of both, great, have some of both, but have a smaller piece of the pie and a smaller piece of the cake. That way you get to enjoy them both, but you don't break the caloric bank. So my next tip for you is you've got your plate of food or your plate of dessert, whichever it is, eat slowly. Actually chew your food and enjoy the bites that are going into your mouth. Don't scarf it down. You've already done all the things that you needed to do, like having your breakfast that morning so you're not coming to this meal completely starving, so you shouldn't be scarfing the meal down. But I want you to take time, chew your food, enjoy it, and eat slowly. That's gonna help you get satiated faster so that you're not wanting to go back for that second plate of food. So my next tip I want to share with you is don't get drunk. Now this does not mean don't have a cocktail. If you want a glass of wine or beer or mixed beverage, it's okay, have some. But my tip is don't drink excessively. When we drink a lot of alcohol, our inhibitions go down. We all know that. But it also leads to mindless eating, and we don't want to be in there snacking on the food after the meal. We want to make sure that that plate of food that we had was the main attraction and we're done, but have a glass of wine with it, have a beer with it, have a cocktail with it, whatever it is, but be sure that you do not drink a lot. Next, be sure you stay hydrated throughout the day. You can have lots and lots of water, of course. We can talk about your recommended amount of water for each day. You can also have a serving or two of the Amped Hydrate. It's a great way to keep your body hydrated. But the key is when we get dehydrated, we may experience hunger pangs. All right, but they're not real hunger pangs. They're actually just dehydration. So if you are finished with your meal, you've eaten the food, and you're still feeling hungry, drink some water because chances are you're probably just dehydrated. My next tip for you, and this is one that equates to every single day of your life, and that is to get enough sleep. So the holidays are super busy for all of us, which means we're typically going to bed later and getting up earlier because of our holiday festivities. So I want you to make sure you're getting at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night, and I want it to be good, restful sleep. So a tool that I use is I use the Isagenix sleep spray at night, and that helps me get a really good, restful night's sleep. We can talk more about that if you'd like to. But the other thing, when you are tired, what it will lead to is you will be more stressed out. You will be exhausted. That will lead to mindless eating. It will lead to more stress in your life. And when our bodies are stressed like that, our bodies are going to hold on to more fat. So we want to make sure that we're getting plenty of rest so that that'll help alleviate the stress and we can have a nice, peaceful day. Now, I do recommend too, before you go to your events, because it can be stressful being with family. In some families, it is very stressful. Or if you have little kids, whatever the case may be, before you go, spend some time in prayer and meditation just to kind of get your mind right and set for the event that's about to take place. Okay, speaking of stress, my next tip for you is to take an extra shot of Ionix. So for those of you who work with me in my coaching, you know that I stand by the Ionix Supreme Shot every single morning. But on a day like this, on a day that might be a little more stressful for you, I recommend you take an extra serving of the Ionix before your big event. That's going to help your body cope with stress better. It's going to level everything out, bring the cortisol levels where it needs to go, so that you go into your event healthy and happy and ready just to have fun with your family and not be stressed out about whatever the thing is that's stressing you out. Okay, here's my 10th and final tip for you for this Thanksgiving Day holiday, and it is do not fret. You are not allowed under any circumstances to feel guilty about anything that you ate on Thanksgiving Day. You're not on a diet. I'm going to say it again. You are not on a diet. You are just living a healthy and balanced lifestyle. When you focus more on dieting, that leads to self-sabotage, because if you get upset over something you did on Thanksgiving, you're going to say, well, why bother? Let me just continue down that path instead. I'm going to fail anyway. There is no failure in this game, okay? You are just living your healthiest life possible, and that is our focus of the holidays, just to be as healthy as possible. You are not on a diet. I'm going to say it over and over and over again. You are not on a diet. I hope you're all going to stand with me on this and agree that we are off that diet yo-yo. Amen? So I want to wish you all a very healthy and happy Thanksgiving holiday with your family. I hope you have a wonderful day with them. I thank you for the opportunity to share these tips and tricks with you, and I hope that you found value in all of them. Have an awesome Thanksgiving.